Hi, welcome to my channel EasyML. In the previous video, we were exploring the first step to build regression model, which was variable selection. I had also explained the concept of complementary and substitutes. That is, we need to choose predictors that are complementary to the predicted variables but are not substitutable amongst each other. We also concluded that the concept of correlation will help us choose the appropriate predictors. In this video, we will explore the concept of variable selection further. Here, from the iris dataset, we have petal length as our predicted variable. We also have the correlation matrix for the numerical variables in the iris dataset on the left here. The correlation matrix will help us choose the appropriate predictors that will help predict the variable petal length. For those of you who need a refresher on correlation matrix, click on the link provided below. Now, step 1. We need to choose the x variables that are complementary to the y variable. The y variable here is petal length. Hence, in the correlation matrix, we look for those variables that are highly correlated with petal length. Here, in the correlation matrix, we can see that sepal length and petal width have a correlation of 0.87 and 0.96 respectively, which means that these two variables have a high correlation and hence complement petal length. Recall that any correlation above 0.3 or below minus 0.3 is deemed to be significant. Here, we also observe that sepal width has a correlation of minus 0.42. Since that is below minus 0.3, we conclude that sepal width has a weak but significant correlation with petal length. Now, step 2. Out of the x variables we have selected as a part of step 1, we need to ensure that those variables are not correlated amongst themselves. That is, they are not substitutable. In this case, we observe that petal width and sepal length have a very high correlation of 0.81. Hence, these two variables are deemed to be substitutes. Therefore, like the Coke and Pepsi example from the previous video, we will either choose petal width or sepal length when we are predicting for the variable petal length. Now, after steps 1 and 2 in variable selection, the chosen predictors or x variables are as follows. We choose either sepal length or petal width along with sepal width to predict petal length. In the next video, we will look at the second step of building a regression model, which is splitting data. Stay tuned. Thank you.